Canada, galing ako ng Hong Kong. Matagal din ako doon, 10 taon. Tapos, nung nag-usap kasi, pinakilala siya sa akin, ng kaibigan ko, na bali direct hiring ako. Tapos, so nag-usap kaming dalawa ng naging first na amo ko dito bago ako pumunta ng Canada. So, hindi niya in-explain sa akin yung MSP na ganito pala, kailangan mong magbayad ng $55 a month. So, hindi niya sinabi sa akin yon. Tapos, yung usapan namin, 500 monthly yun, ano? So, sa akin, malaki na yun kasi hindi ko alam, din niya sinabi sa akin na ganito yung minimum na salary na matatanggap ng mga LCP dito sa Canada. So, sabi ko, okay lang.
My mother left when I was in grade 5. That was around 1998. I think she went to Vancouver. I was already 11 years old then, so I was old enough to know that she was going to take care of other children. 2 children, to be exact. Well, back in the Philippines, my family was kind of separated. So we weren't very close to our relatives and stuff. Pretty much, my dad and I had to take care of ourselves. See, when my mom left for Canada, the separation was pretty hard on my dad. So, unfortunately, my dad had a girlfriend while my mom was away. I guess that's the problem when your wife or your husband migrates, ano? You tend to look for somebody else to take care of you and your family as well. As for me, it was my teachers who were taking care of me emotionally. My mom, she would take care of me in ways that she would send me money, gifts, letters. But it's kind of hard to connect when you're just sending letters, di ba? Takes a month before it gets to the Philippines. Tsaka I don't like staying on the phone that much. After a few years of being separated from my mother, all I could talk to her about were my accomplishments and that's it, Lana. So, when we're talking, I just, ha? Ano po yun? Talaga? Oo nga! I'm laughing, but I don't know what I'm laughing about. And then she'd go on and talk about other children, which I didn't care to hear. Since she was separated from me, she didn't know me very well. So, every time I talked to her about my own problems, all the advice that she could give me were things that I already learned from watching telenovelas, movies, diba? Nice. 9. Yep, my mom knew about my dad and his girlfriend. But she was patient enough to wait for all the papers to be processed, and then they were going to get a divorce. But then she found out that if my dad could not come to Canada, then my sister and I couldn't come here as well.
I received my contract and it says you only have to work 5 days a week and 8 hours a day. So, oh my God, what am I gonna do with all my extra hours? You know? Because in Singapore you work 24/7. So I came here. Of course, I'm very excited when I came here. And then it's summer because it's August, and I said, oh my God, 9 o'clock, there's still sun here, you know, and I don't know what to do. So then there's a life like that.
So she had to be patient. It took 6 years before I could come to Canada. By that time, I was already 17 years old, a high school graduate, and I was going to take up accountancy in the Philippines. But then I had to come here. And here, I had to go back to high school. So I got confused. See, back in the Philippines, school is awesome, as in. I love competition. And the children in the private school where I went to, they like to compare their grades to my grades. So I had to go. I was so motivated. Because everybody was just competing with each other. You would seldom find a lazy person there. And everybody had to go towards the university. Even myself. But then I came here. And here, it was like culture shock. Because the kids here are so different. I guess I'm just not used to hearing people complain so early in the morning about how tired they are. I keep thinking, what would it be like if I just stayed in the Philippines? Maybe I would already be in my first year in the university now, with my friends. Maybe if I stayed in the Philippines, I wouldn't be this lonely. Tsaka, I would know how to live there. I would know my way around. I wouldn't need my parents. Because here, it's like you're stuck in a box. Like a spider stuck in a matchbox, and the only four corners you can go to are just the four corners available to you. I had no connections with anyone. I had to keep everything to myself. And I was arguing with my mom all the time, bakit ba ayaw mo akong pauwi ng Pilipinas? Why wouldn't you just let me go home? But she wouldn't, diba? And that got me very, very depressed. My only heaven here was work at McDonald's. You know why? Because at least in McDonald's, I can smile and say, would you like fries with that? See, here, I had no real friends. I had no real connection. So, the nearest people I can blend in with are the people from the fast food area. So, I got a job there. Kasi pagpasok when I went in, puchang daming Pilipino. It was the easiest way I can find a sense of belonging. But the problem in working with people who's been working in the fast food area for 10, 12, 15 years is that you start to think like them. So, if you have a small goal, it's like their goal. And what's that goal? To become a restaurant manager in McDonald's. So I thought to myself, maybe this is the life in Canada. You know? You don't go to school, you just go to Walmart, you work there for 2 years, and then you become a manager, and that's it. Easy. See, when you have a job, you have money. And when you have money, you have freedom. And that was what was pushing me to drop out of school. But then I thought to myself, I don't want to be at the very bottom just like the other Filipinos who work in fast food. So I had to go back to school. I stayed in McDonald's for 2 more years, and then after that, I went back. But this time, I chose a medical lab assistant course. Easy lang, short program, 6 months, and the tuition fee wasn't very expensive. Plus, I like the name. Medical lab assistant. Oh, diba? It made me feel like a pro. So much better than just restaurant manager at McDonald's. No? I like the title. And I like being an assistant better. So now I love my job. Diba? It's like, so we're going to take some blood again. Where's my next patient? Gave me a sense of excitement. It gave me a sense of direction in life. Tsaka it gave me pride in myself.